The holidays are a busy time of year, and if there's one thing I don't have time to do, it's cleaning my floors. But with having people over, clean floors are more important than ever. That's why I was excited when Dreame asked if I wanted to try out their new X50 Ultra robot vacuum and partner with me on this video. I said yes because I was impressed with this vacuum when I saw it at CES, but I hadn't had a chance to try it out. This thing was on Time Magazine's list of best inventions of 2025. And plus, playing with a robot vacuum is a lot more fun than setting up my artificial tree. In this video, I want to cover all the features where this vacuum really stands out, and also let's talk about how I like to control this vacuum as an Apple user, because Dreame has some nice details with their iOS widgets and watch app, regardless of which Dreame vacuum model you have. And if you're watching when this video comes out, Dreame has some phenomenal deals on this vacuum in November, so you can upgrade to a high-end robot vacuum for a not so high-end price by checking out my links at the top of the description. Unboxing this vacuum, I was reminded of all the things I loved about the Dreame X40 last year. Dreame's high-end vacuums look great and have a nice unboxing experience. I love the black and gold color combination for this vacuum, but it also comes in white and gold if you prefer that. Start off by attaching the mops to your X50 Ultra. Then you want to download the Dreame app and follow the steps to get your robot on your Wi-Fi. While installing the clean and dirty water tanks in the base station, there's also a tank for the mop's cleaning solution. Dreame sends you a bottle of their solution in the box with the vacuum too, which is great and not something you get with most vacuums these days. Simply pour the cleaning solution in the dedicated tank. The base station will mix the proper amount with water to help your robot clean the floors and get them shiny. If you don't want the cleaning solution, you can just leave the tank empty. After setting the vacuum up, it does a quick map of your space. This process is faster than that of other robot vacuums I've tried, and it also automatically assigns boundaries. The vacuum got my rooms correct on the first try. It also recognized the stairs to our basement and suggested I just add a permanent barrier there. You can also add barriers in the map for any other spots on the map you want the robot to avoid. Remember the days when you used to have to buy additional accessories just to set up robot barriers? One of the details I really love about the Dreame X50 Ultra is the ability to set the default room sequence when you ask the robot to clean all the rooms. This means you can prioritize rooms you want cleaned first, like the kitchen. The obstacle avoidance in this robot is freakishly good. It's Dreame's latest and greatest with a 3D multi-camera AI action array combined with a built-in LED light. The X50 Ultra also has a 360-degree DTOF or direct time of flight sensor that helps it navigate your home. I think that's what made the quick mapping setup so fast and accurate for me. When the robot needs to get under low furniture, the DTOF sensor can collapse into the robot and reduce the height to 3.5 inches. What this practically means is I don't have to be as worried about leaving stuff out like I do for other robots. It can easily navigate around my cat's clear water bowl or my kid's toys. It even avoided this tiny Lego piece that I missed. And while this can't climb stairs like Dreame's latest prototype I saw at IFA in Berlin, it can climb over a 2x4 piece of wood. If you have floors that are slightly different levels in your home, that right there would put the Dreame X50 ahead of other robots in my book. With 20,000 pascals of suction, Dreame's detangling dual brush, extending sidearm, and mops combined with all this obstacle avoidance, I wanted to see how this vacuum would stand up to a set of obstacles and tests. So what happens if a snack cup just gets dropped? All right, so the robot is done cleaning up. It's going back to the base station to charge. But overall, got all that cereal up. All right, so it's after dinner. We got a little bit of string cheese and some other stuff on the floor. They could use some cleaning up. And to test the mops, I'm gonna throw in a little Worcestershire sauce here. See how that goes. I feel like I'm on a cooking channel now on YouTube. All right, so we're done, and the Dreame X40 Ultra did a great job getting all that Worcestershire sauce, probably an unrealistic amount of Worcestershire sauce, off the floor. but there is still just like a little bit of sticky residue here. Hit it with a wet dry vac or have the robot vacuum come back and run again. Either way though, really impressive how much this robot vacuum is able to mop up and clean in just one go around the kitchen. But if the robot is cleaning up all these things, the mops also need to get washed. Plenty of robot vacuums can wash their own mops in the base station, but the X50 Ultra has 21 different nozzles in the base station to wash the mops with 176-degree hot water. Here's a shot of the mops after cleaning my first floor a number of times, as well as those cleaning tests we just did. All right, so I'm here on my phone and I'm gonna launch the Dreame app and set up what I call app shortcuts. So if you're looking at your particular vacuum model, right here, there's the little lines with a lightning bolt. You want to tap on that and you'll see different shortcuts for this vacuum. And then I tap add shortcut again. I choose the map that I want the shortcut to be related to, probably the default map you're using. And let's say I wanted to clean the kitchen. And for the kitchen, I wanted to do max suction and vacuum and mop and do 3 cycles. So this would be, let's say, a deep clean the kitchen shortcut. So then I hit the check mark to save it, and then I hit the check mark again to save it, and then it'll ask for a name for the shortcut. I'm going to say deep clean kitchen. Confirm. Now I have a shortcut called deep clean kitchen, and I can get back to that in the Dreame app, but there's also another way I can get to it. If I go to the home screen and I go to add a widget, you'll see Dreame comes up with their selection of widgets, and one of the options is a big widget, which I can put on the screen, and it will go ahead and show 2 of my shortcuts that I've set up. And if I want to start my quick cleaning shortcut, I just tap the play button on the widget, and without even opening the app, it goes ahead and starts the vacuum. So that's how you do a shortcut within the Dreame app and widget, but what about adding it to Siri shortcuts? Now, if I go to the Dreame app, you'll see here I have my X50 Ultra, and then if I go on the tab bar at the bottom to the Me tab, my account tab, then you'll see an option there for voice control. So if I tap on that, you'll see the option to connect this with Amazon, Google, or Apple's Siri. I choose Siri. And then I can choose add a shortcut. From there, hit the plus button and choose the vacuum I'm talking about. Let's say I want it to start cleaning as the shortcut. And then I can record the phrase for Apple's voice assistant to listen for. Now this is kind of the old school version of shortcuts, but it still works just fine. So then I go here and choose edit in shortcuts. And now it's going to actually create a Apple shortcut with this custom app intent old school shortcut in there as well. So then I can go in here and add something like controlling my smart home. Because let's say I want to create a nightly cleaning routine that's also going to control my smart home and turn on the lights, right? So I can go in here and change my dining room bright scene to turn on, my kitchen bright scene, and my living room bright scene. All right, so now I've created a nightly cleaning shortcut, and then if I run this in shortcuts, it's going to control the robot as well as my lights. If you find yourself without your phone, you can use Dreame's Apple Watch app to start a cleaning. Overall, I find the Dreame X50 Ultra to be a really nice robot with a lot of great options and features. The obstacle avoidance is really what makes this robot valuable for me. As a smart home YouTuber, I have the privilege of choosing between a lot of different vacuums to have in my living room during the holidays. This Dreame really takes a prize for me this year. The obstacle avoidance means I don't have to worry as much about kids' toys being out, and the deep cleaning with Clean Genius works really well in keeping everything cleaned up. If you want to get an X50 Ultra for yourself, I have links at the top of the description where you can get the best Black Friday deals. And if the X50 looks nice but is a little out of your price range, check out the Dreame L40S Ultra I made a video on earlier this year. Thanks again so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.